Good afternoon, or rather, good morning if you're strategically trying to remain invisible to the clock.
And welcome back to the Daily Roast Radio, your go-to source for news that makes you question everything. I'm Jane.
And I'm Joe, still somehow visible, much to the chagrin of several government agencies and a particularly persnickety algorithm. Quick local check before we dive in. It's Wednesday, 25th March 2026, about 17:09.
Outside right now, overcast, 12C, feels like 7C, wind 24 kilometers per hour. Basically, dress for drama and keep your coffee close. It's the afternoon edition, folks, where we follow up on the stories the morning broadcast quite couldn't wrap its head around.
First up, from the halls of bureaucracy, we learn that DHS unveils Strategic Invisibility Initiative. Legally present immigrants now advised to simply cease existing visibly.
So, just poof? Like a bad Wi-Fi connection? What does that even mean, Joe? Do they get cloaks?
Apparently, it's less about physical vanishing and more about adopting the social profile of a forgotten Wi-Fi password. Unprecedentedly efficient, they say.
I'm already pretty good at being invisible to telemarketers. Does that count? Am I a pioneer?
Only if your phone company starts calling you Expert Zero Presence Practitioner. Dr. Alara Vance, chief strategist for the DHS, stated, "It's less about literal vanishing, more about blending into the background of a stock photo."
Speaking of digital disappearing acts, next we hear that the EFF declares war on algorithms with aggressive Luddism, plans mandatory typewriter deployment.
I can only imagine the aggressive Luddism onboarding session. Here's your quill, here's your parchment, try not to get ink all over the server gerbils.
This is brilliant. My government agency will be ready for a pen and paper insurgency. I've been practicing my cursive. Think of the carpal tunnel, though.
Yes, Jane, the digital revolution brought us repetitive strain injury. Now the analog revolution brings us repetitive strain injury with more messy ink.
A spokesperson for the EFF, known only as the Quill, was quoted saying, "Our servers will be powered by gerbils on tiny treadmills, and our data storage will be secured in a very robust cedar chest."
From the tech sector to the markets we go, where low deposit mortgages replaced by Optimism-Based lending. Buyers just need to believe.
Oh, I've got optimism. I believe I can fly. Does that get me a penthouse suite, or just a very hopeful fall?
I imagine the property ads now read, "Charming fixer-upper, 2 beds, 1 bath, requires unshakable faith in the invisible hand of the market."
So manifesting a down payment is finally a legitimate financial strategy? My vision board is about to go into overdrive.
Indeed, according to leading economist Dr. Penelope Penny's stock, the market will now simply run on vibes. Good vibes, specifically. Bad vibes could trigger a national slump.
Switching gears to environmental news, the nation's peat bogs declared fully cured after record-breaking butterfly census confirms robust flap index.
So the solution to environmental collapse was just more enthusiastic butterfly activity? I've been protesting climate change all wrong. I should have been cheering on the local monarch population.
The flap index is the new gold standard, Joe. My grandmother's garden is a beacon of ecological health, apparently. Just constant flappage.
I confess I'm slightly bewildered. Did they just get tired of counting frogs?
The Ministry of Environmental Optimism's head lepidopterist, Dr. Flutterbury, explained, "More flapping equals more good things. It's science."
And now for some truly earth-shattering entertainment news. Bridgerton's shocking new romance prompts panic buying of monocles, forces emergency rewriting of all human biology textbooks.
Wait, a romance so shocking it's breaking biology? Did someone fall in love with a lamp? A very dashing, well-proportioned lamp?
I can only assume the new season features a sentient chaise lounge, or perhaps a particularly amorous topiary. The monocle industry, however, is apparently taking a hit.
Forget the monocles, Joe. What about the biology textbooks? Are we talking about a third elbow, or a heart that beats to the rhythm of a string quartet?
Lady Whistledown, in a rare public statement, simply noted, "One must evolve, even if it means evolving past basic anatomy, especially if it involves a Viscount with a particularly charming personality."
Next up in the world of sports, we're stunned to hear that a quadruple amputee cornhole pro arrested for murder. Case baffles forensics, inspires new adaptive lethality protocols.
The Bagman Henderson, legend of the beanbag toss, now a murder suspect. I'm just trying to visualize the logistics here, Jane.
This is beyond baffling. Adaptive lethality protocol sounds like something out of a very dark sci-fi movie, or a particularly competitive game of dodgeball.
Authorities are reportedly reviewing security footage frame by frame, looking for any stray bags, strategically deployed prosthetics, or perhaps an extremely aggressive headbutt.
Chief of Police, Detective Miles MacGyver Miller, admitted, "We're still trying to figure out if it was a very precisely thrown cornhole bag or a particularly aggressive interpretive dance, possibly both."
And finally, from the world stage, the DRC declares gorilla emergency as second twin birth this year threatens primate housing market.
Initially, great news, twins. Then, oh no, where do we put them? It's like a furry, critically endangered version of the housing crisis in Dublin.
Conservationists are reportedly sweating profusely at the thought of a complete collapse of the bamboo-based economy. Imagine a bidding war over a prime bough.
They're going to need tiny bunk beds and a very strict no-throwing-your-banana peels policy in the communal living areas.
Conservationist Dr. Coco M. Jumbo warned, at this rate we'll need a primate high-rise, think Manhattan, but with more chest beating and significantly better views.
And that's our look at the news for this afternoon.
Join us tomorrow, assuming we haven't all been made strategically invisible or replaced by typewriters powered by gerbils.
Or bought a house with pure belief and then had our biology rewritten by Bridgerton.
Good afternoon, everyone. Keep flapping.